Hi everybody, you're back with me, Miss Rachel, and me, Bovina. Thanks for coming. Hey, I agree. I wanted to thank them for coming. Well, I said it first. Okay, so let's sing our hello song together. We can do that together. Okay. Which hello song do we do? We sing, oh yes, it's nice to say hello, hola, hello, 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 moo. It's nice to say hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? Good. I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? You rhymes with moo. Very good, Bovina, thank you. I've been mooing since I was a little calf. Okay. Alright. Bovina's silly today. Let's do our other hello song where you get to clap your hands, tap your head, and all of that stuff. Okay, I'll sing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's clap our hands like this. Clap, 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 clap. Let's turn it to a tap, 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 tap. You can be tapping the whole time while I'm playing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's tap our heads like this. What else can we do? Wiggle our arms. Ooh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's wiggle our arms like this. Okay, now you do your own thing. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. You were doing your own thing, right? I wonder what it was. But now, at the end, we'll all do our jumps together. Ready? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Jump up and down like this. Jump, 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 jump. And good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's sit and listen like this. Oh good, I can tell you're ready to listen. Great, because I'm going to share a book about one of my favorite characters from picture books. Her name is Lola. Do you guys know Lola? There's Lola Goes to the Library. I don't think that's the actual title. Lola and the Library? Lola Goes to the Library? Oh, I don't remember. If you know, you can write me an email and correct me. And then there's Lola Loves Books. And then there's Lola Has a New Baby Brother. I'm messing up all the titles, but that's what happens. Lola gets a little baby brother named Leo, and then there's books about Leo, and then, oh, Lola gets a cat eventually, but in this one, Lola plants a garden. So, here we go. It was written by Anna McQuinn and illustrated by Rosalind Beardshaw. All the Lola books incorporate Lola's love of books and reading, so that's why it's one of my favorites. And our story here today begins with a poem. It's actually a nursery rhyme. We were talking about nursery rhymes just a few weeks ago. This one says, Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Lola plants a garden. I wonder why before the story even started there was just that nursery rhyme included. Let's see. Lola loves her book of garden poems. Her favorite poem is the one about Mary, Mary. Lola wants to plant a garden, and Mommy says there's room near the vegetables. Can you see? If you look really close, you can see the book that Lola and her mommy are reading. And it's poem, like they said, it's garden poems or flower poems, and this looks like it's an illustration that matches the Mary, Mary, quite contrary nursery rhyme or poem. So, Lola gets books about gardens from the library. And then she chooses her favorite flowers from those books, and Mommy helps her make a list. They go to the garden store to buy some seeds. Lola and Mommy make the garden. The seed packets mark where the flowers are planted. Oh, that's a very clever idea, because when you put a little seed in the ground, you might get mixed up which seeds you put where, so you might not know exactly what flowers are going to come up, and maybe that's nice to have a surprise. But I think, especially when you're planting vegetables, I think people want to know what's coming, and so they put the little package that the seeds came in, has the picture of what's going to grow and the name, and so she's using that to mark the place. Here, I wonder if you can actually read it. No, you can't actually read it in this illustration, but you can see that there's an image of flowers. Now Lola will have to wait a long time for them to grow. They need some rain and some sun and some time. Lola makes her own flower book while she waits. That's a nice craft project. Mommy types the Mary Mary poem and Lola glues it in. Lola makes a string of bells and she finds shells and some old beads. She even makes a little Mary Mary. Wow, I love how creative Lola is. One day, Lola sees tiny little green shoots. That's what it's called when something first starts to push up through from the soil before it's actually like a full plant or a full flower. It's called a shoot because it goes shooting up. She pulls up the weeds so the shoots can grow. Lola's flowers grow big and they open up to the sun. Wow, let's just look at that one more time. Oh, look at those awesome flowers she grew. Daddy helps Lola hang her shiny bells, and Lola finds Mary Mary a special spot. It's just perfect. Can you see her little Mary Mary, the craft doll that she had made? Do you see it in the garden? There it is. Now Orla, Ben, and Ty are coming to see Lola's garden. Lola and Mommy make cupcakes, and Lola wears her flower shirt, and Mommy helps Lola with her hair. So here they are making the cupcakes, and now Lola's ready for her little garden party. Lola's friends love everything about her garden. They share the crunchy peas and the sweet strawberries that Mommy grew. Everything tastes better when you eat it right out of your own garden, I think. Then Lola makes up a story about Mary Mary. What kind of garden will Lola plant next? She looks so happy, doesn't she? With friends, surrounded by friends, and all of her crafts that she made, and her beautiful garden. Yay, Lola! Oh, looks like here's another poem to end the book. It says, Lola, Lola, extraordinary, how does your garden grow? With flower seeds and shells and beads and happy friends all in a row. That was neat. It took the original, that old classic nursery rhyme, the Mary Mary one, and then they kind of rewrote it so that it was special, more about Lola and her garden. I thought that was neat. That's an idea. You guys can do that too. Make up your own new versions of classic nursery rhymes. So speaking about gardens and rhymes, I learned a poem that I wanted to teach you guys all about seeds and growing things, and there's some actions that go along with it. So our poem starts with just a little seed, so you can show a teeny, like imagine that you're holding a teeny tiny little seed in your fingers, a little seed. A little seed for me to sow. Sow means to plant. It also means to make something with needle and thread, right? But this time we're talking about planting. So, a little seed for me to sow. A little earth to help it grow. Okay, so a little seed for me to sow. A little earth to help it grow. A little hole and a little pat. Put it down. And a little wish. And that is that. A little sun, make the sun's rays coming down, a little sun and a little shower. They mean the rain, right? A little shower and a little rest. And then a flower. Okay, so let's try it again. Maybe now that you have an idea of all the motions, we're going to do a little seed, a little earth, a little hole, poke a hole, pat it down, then a wish. That's that. then the sun comes down, then the rain comes down, then we wait, and then a flower. That was it really quick to remind you. Now we'll say the poem one last time all together. Ready? A little seed for me to sow, a little earth for it to grow, a little hole, and a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, and a little shower, and a little rest, and then a flower. It's like the flower blooms and it's like your beautiful face. Yay! Good job, guys. I hope you liked that poem. And if you want to learn more poems about the garden, you can look on the internet, and there's tons of them, and there's lots of songs too. Speaking of songs, let's sing the goodbye song. Ready? Here comes Bovina. Oh, you grew a lovely flower, children. Oh, thank you. Okay, ready? Let's sing. Goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Glad you came, hope you had fun. I'll see you another day. We'll have more time to read and play. Goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Glad you came, hope you had fun. Bye, everybody.